Do not attach your resume to a cold outreach message on LinkedIn, a cold email, or even an email within your own company when you're reaching out to another team you'd like to get hired. Do not attach your resume. Now here's why. Because by attaching your resume to a message, you are essentially begging. You don't know the person, you're blindly reaching out to someone, and you're holding out a cup and saying, please spare $1. Now here's the unfortunate truth. Nobody likes beggars. And it's not because they're bad people. And we're now going to have a gif of Mark Ross saying nobody likes beggars online and I'll get all the hate in the world. But the truth is, people don't like beggars because of how it makes themselves feel. When you walk through a street and you pass a homeless person who smells or has a blanket over them or something that just makes you feel insecure about yourself, that feeling is never good. You never feel warm and cozy when you see that. You feel sad, uncomfortable, disgusted, whatever it is, a mix of emotions, but they're all not pleasant emotions. That's just the reality. Now, most people when they pass a beggar on the street, most people, if you just watch, this is not what I'm saying should be the case, but this is what most people do. They just walk right past them. They try to ignore them and pretend they don't exist because acknowledging them brings up those bad feelings. Some people will give them money. Those are the kind-hearted, generous people. Some people will stop and look, feel bad, but not necessarily give money. But a majority of the people will just straight up ignore them. Now, with an email or a message, there's a very easy way to avoid feeling uncomfortable, and that is simply to scroll down and not open the message. Now, I can tell you right now for myself, I get a lot of messages every day, and if I see a PDF, there's that little icon attached to the message, I don't open it because I know what's going to happen, because I've been through this before. It's going to be 3 huge paragraphs explaining how you went through this and this and this and this. Here, please help me find a job and an attached resume. It's not even a matter of do I have time or not to handle all those requests? I mean, I'd be dead broke myself if I spent all my spare time replying to those. But it is begging, and that's not the way to go about this. Now let's think about it from the other perspective. So begging, all this I want, give me makes people feel uncomfortable. What makes people feel good? Well, ironically, the same exact thing done right makes people feel very good, and that is helping people. The best feelings in the world come when you successfully help someone. Just personally, I was actually out yesterday. I'm thinking about this on the spot. I was out yesterday with my kids bike riding. And afterwards, I told my wife, stay here with the kids. I'm going to run to the car and I'll bring the car over here so we don't have to walk 3 blocks. So I walked a block and I saw this child who I had no idea who he was, just standing, holding his bike, crying. And I said, what's going on? Are you lost? Do you know where your family is? Turns out he wasn't there with his family. He was there with a different family, 2nd grade boy, and that other family disappeared. He's just crying straight up in the middle of the street, on the sidewalk, but I felt so bad. So I took him, I said, come, let's figure out where you belong. I went 1 block and there was this kind of lost and found station, and I actually saw another child there who was lost, and there was kind of a park ranger there helping locate. So I made sure this boy was taken care of, and then I went away. And yeah, I felt really good about myself. Didn't take a lot of my time, but I took somebody who was in need but wasn't begging, and I did something really good for them. So when there's an emotional connection, that right away makes the person who can be of assistance want to be of assistance and want to make themselves feel good. Which is why when you reach out to someone, you should not reach out and immediately say, give me, but you should reach out and say, here's why we are alike. Here's the connection we have. Some simple examples. We attended the same university. We have similar majors. We're both psychology majors who are working in finance. We grew up in the same city. Now, if you just think right there, university, major, same city, that's like 100,000 people right there. Now, the amount of those people who actually work in finance in your area, Probably a lot less, but that's still a pretty large number of people that you have a connection with. Now, even though you don't know them personally, you can emotionally connect with them. A lot of times people tell me, Mark, it's not fair. You've been so successful in your career and everything, which was all done through networking, by the way. I never once applied for a job online. And people say it's not fair. I just don't have the same network you have. And it always bothered me because my entire network starting out was my dad. And that was it. I knew nobody else in finance. But if you connect with people emotionally, you give them a good reason to hear your story, then they get invested in you. Don't be a beggar. Be kind, be interesting, be relatable. Connect with people. You'll find that the Zoom meetings themselves are more pleasant, and professionals you connect with are more eager to help you if they feel like they're going to feel good by helping you because of that emotional connection. I'll see you guys in the next video.